Welcome to this brief tutorial on how to use the ERIC database. In this tutorial, we will explain what ERIC is, explain how to access the ERIC database, how to use keywords and limiters to search for articles in ERIC, and how to retrieve articles from the database. ERIC is an acronym, short for Educational Resources Information Center. It's an education database that includes not only peer-reviewed journal articles, but also reports, reviews, and analyses from all levels of education. To access ERIC, we start at the library homepage, which you can access by typing in CPP Library to Google or the search engine of your choice. On the library homepage, we're going to click on the button marked Databases. This will take us to an alphabetical listing of all our databases. As ERIC starts with an E, we will click on the letter E, which will limit our results to databases starting with the letter E, and then scroll down to the link for ERIC and click on it. Clicking on the link takes you to the advanced search page for the ERIC database. Before we enter any search terms into the search boxes up top, we should scroll down and become familiar with some of the limiters this database provides. In particular, I'd like to draw your attention toward the peer-reviewed limiter. This limiter takes the form of a checkbox marked peer-reviewed. If you check this box, your search results will be limited to the materials in the database that have undergone the process of peer review. There is also a limiter for the date of publication, which takes the form of a series of radio buttons that will allow you to limit your results by increments, such as the last 12 months, the last 5 years, the last 10 years, or an option to set a custom range of dates. And finally, there is a limiter that will allow you to choose the level of education to which your results are focused, which takes the form of a drop-down menu under the heading Education Level. Okay, let's say I was looking for peer-reviewed research dealing with second language acquisition of elementary school students who are the children of immigrants, which has been published in the last 10 years. Here's what I would do. In the search boxes, we'll put in the search terms second language acquisition in the first box, and in the second box, we'll put in the terms children of immigrants. Then we'll check off the peer-reviewed filter. Next, we'll scroll down to the date published limiter and select the last 10 years option. And then we'll select elementary education from the education level limiter. Now we'll scroll up and hit the search button. We get 49 results, which is a good start. If we wanted to broaden these results, we can change our search settings by clicking on the link marked Advanced Search, which will return us to the Advanced Search page. So let's have a look at one of our results titled Immigrant Families' Home Use of Electronic and Online Icelandic L2 Materials for Children. We'll see a few things from the article record. First, there's the subject headings, called descriptors in this database, that both describe what this article is about and link it to any other articles that have the same descriptive term applied to them. So if I click on one of these, say Second Language Learning, it will link me to 2,946 items in the database that have this same descriptor. So if you're having problems finding articles on your topic, clicking on the subject headings, assuming there are any that match your topic, is a good way to find more material. Next, there's the abstract, which summarizes the article and lets us know whether or not it's relevant to our topic. Okay, let's say I want a copy of this article. To get one, I need to scroll up to the top of the page and click on the button marked Full Text from ERIC, which will take me to the Department of Education website where I can download a PDF of the article, which is great if we have direct access to the article through ERIC. What happens if we don't? Well, let's look at this article, Adjustment and Adaptation Issues Affecting the Social, Emotional, and Psychological Well-Being of Immigrant Children in Japanese Schools. Instead of a link to full text, in this article record we have a button marked More Information. The presence of this button means that we may have access to this article, we just don't have access to it in ERIC. To find out if we have access to this article, we need to click on the More Information button, which will transfer us into OneSearch. In this case, OneSearch provides us with multiple links to other databases with this article that we can click on to access the PDF. If we didn't have direct access to this article, OneSearch would have prompted us with a button marked Sign in for more options, which would have provided us with the option to request the article via interlibrary loan. If you would like to know more about requesting articles via interlibrary loan, please check out our interlibrary loan tutorial. Thank you for watching this brief tutorial. If you have any questions about using ERIC or any of our other databases, please contact us for assistance. You can email the Reference and Instruction Services Unit at libraryhelp, one word, @cpp.edu.